Hello, welcome to the channel. Yeah, I could maybe have done a... Hello, welcome. I could have maybe done the background a bit better. Yeah. Could do it again. Could do anything again if I want to. Alright, here we go. Oh, that carpet. I need to do something with that. I took it up from when I got the log burner. The potential, if you've got a log burner or a coal fire, you know, okay, there's always going to be out going to come jumping off. If it lands on the wood floor, like that, it's okay. My Volkswagen. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah. Yeah. Right, let's go on with this. Right, okay, this is the Chunel update. For example, well, okay, welcome to the channel. Right, I'm up against stupid people. Well, everybody's up against stupid people. So, you know, do you ignore them? Do you challenge them? So, an example, this is on Facebook. I should really avoid them, but it's the climate people. So this guy here, right? So basically, I'm on a log burner chat page. So generally, you know, if you're on there, it's because you're into log burners. So the last thing you want to be doing is. So I pointed out that log burners are cleaner. So this guy posted. He's just saying how he's so lucky he's got his log burner because there was a gas. The gas was shut off in his village where he lives in Leicestershire. And he's kept his whole family warm, and he's done so well. Engines work to get the gas back in line. All this talk of having them banned is absolute nonsense when it's clearly an essential form of heating, right? So I mean, in the UK, well, we're getting nudged into doing things we don't want to do by globalists. Like the green agenda, they are to make us poor and comply with their plans to make them richer. So the actual figures, so I put that my contribution that they're cleaner than air source heat pumps. So the energy comparison, Nottingham Energy partnership gives you the figures. So there's always that one person, and I had this on YouTube. They'll always find a nitpick on your argument. It's the very same argument as very similar to diesel and petrol cars. So like diesel and petrol cars, you know, in the 70s you could actually do yourself in by going in the garage and starting one up. You can't do that now. You haven't been able to do that for years because they've got catalytic converters and emissions systems and like that, right? So there's a lot of misinformation going around against stuff that we need for our everyday lives. So this guy says to me, this is a weird one because he says, I've had this on YouTube as well, a very similar answer. The problem is the particulate matter for log burners, not the CO2. If you use them in built up areas, everyone gets them. I have a log burner, a Rayburn Royal Burning Anthracite. Both are bad particulate producers, however, in a boat. Any choice of fuel creates pollution and particulate matter. So if you really unpick what he's saying, you know, so he's going against what's said there, and he's saying about particulate matter. So this is NIMBYism, this. Because you're talking about, this is the same argument with cars. Ban cars from towns and cities. Diesel cars and petrol cars. It's the same argument. You've got to go with the overall the facts. You know, like with cars, for example, how were they produced? What do they consume, and how much does it cost? So to the environment or cost to the owner to get rid of them. You've got to take all that into consideration. And log burners, there's not really much to take into consideration because they're quite simple, just little metal boxes with a chimney that goes up through a roof. The cost of where do you get trees from, how, do you use electric or petrol to cut them up, what happens to sawdust, all sorts of questions like that, right? So I said to him, so this guy's, he's sort of criticising log burners. He is, right? So he's saying there's particulate matter coming off them, right? And then he goes on to say he's got a Rayburn. It's a multi-fuel stove. Then he's saying they're both bad particulate producers, right? Oh, he's using, I have a log burner, a Rayburn Royal Burning Anthracite. Both. However, I am in a boat. So and any choice of fuel is pollution. So what he's saying is, I have no choice to pollute. So he's saying it's bad, but I have no choice. So I'm special, is what he's saying. Peter Zesiak. I mean, it's bollocks. You're in a boat. Well, don't be in a boat then, if that's how you feel about particulates. Get rid of your boat. Live in a fucking house then, or a flat, like the other numpties. It's just that is incredible NIMBYISM. These are bad, but I have no choice because I live in a boat. So then that means that he, if you break it down, it's okay for him to produce pollution, that he says there's pollution, because he has no choice. But I have a choice, what he'll be saying. So I have a choice, so I'm not allowed to cause pollution in his tiny little mind, right? So I just said to him, this is my answer, and I gave the same answer to the guy on YouTube. Modern log burners are significantly less polluting in particulate emissions and are much better at combustion than old log burners, much like modern diesel cars. They also put out a third of the CO2 per thermal unit than modern gas boilers. Overall, a much better bet, depending on which dogma you are following. Follow the hard facts, not the climate emergency dogma. So I don't know if he's going to answer. Right, that's enough of that. Anyway, I've got some arguments going with some of these green people. You got to ask yourself, really, it's probably not worth it. But when it all boils down to it, you get this Mark Walsh, she's into climate models, so it turns out I've been sort of arguing with him for the last few days, right, and this other guy, but he's disappeared. And what it turns out is he's actually this Noel Thompson, Mark Walsh. One of them's a sustainable engineer. So he's got a vested interest in it, and these idiots are sending us down into misery, right? And look at this wind farm. Look at it. I mean, look at it. Concrete, like carbon fibre blades, and it doesn't produce enough power. It only fucking works when it's windy. I'll have a look at that later. I tend to answer them. Empirical evidence that humans are causing global warming. It's just bollocks. This is 14,000 scientists. That guy's an arsehole, a total arsehole. That bastard. He'd be another NIMBY. He'll be sitting around with his, all the stuff he needs. NIMBY bastard. They're all NIMBYs. That tells you a lot, doesn't it? He's on a push bike. Energy engineer at Luddite Technology. So I'm just going to quickly answer him. Right, so they're answering everything though. I have got their, I've got them worried, if you like. You know what I mean? I've got So that's not written very well, but therefore your evidence is biased. Biased. Untrust. See, I don't work for any of these companies. Your evidence, edit. R, not is. R! Right, okay, let's go on with this. Stop, I mean, it's like, you waste your time, don't you? You're wasting your time. But sometimes, you know, maybe you can get through to some people and they can maybe stop. They might argue and you won't get any quarter from them, but maybe they might go, oh, wait a minute, I hadn't really thought of that. But he's in it up to his neck, that guy. Because he's in the industry, the green industry. This is like this guy here. We're on YouTube now, the comments. People will make videos about anything these days. This guy actually had the thought that this would be great content. Do you know that's really rude? You know, Gareth Wigglesworth. So that's like going into a bar, standing at a bar, there's other people there, and saying that this beer is total shit. And you know, I really don't like this beer. It's horrible. Why would MDs, you know, that's what it's like. I mean, they've got no, that's really dim. And you go and look at this guy's video, right? Doesn't have any videos. It's English. Right, well done. Proud of your flag. Well done you. You know, it's like, the videos, they are a bit stupid. Yeah, I mean, that one there, like, I mean, it's not as good as it could have been, and the reason is it's a short, and the activity on the left got hidden. Right? So the guy with the dogs, and there was a bit of a thing going on there. And if you look at the main video, you can see, so the guy's walking on the bike lane. So I'm in a car at traffic lights. You know, if you're totally dim, yeah, there's nothing to be seen there. Yeah.
Come on. Are you talking to fucking people in the cars?
So I'm talking about them, and there's other people walking down there. That's humanity. We're looking at humanity. You know? We're looking at humanity in action. Bike lane, massive bike lane. Near a bridge, there's a guy walking down. There's a guy walking his dogs. There's other lot start walking down.
It's quite energetic. A woolly hat there, and the bobble's starting to bobble. Come on.
The bobble's starting to bobble.
Are you talking to fucking people in the cars?
And then they're walking down. Now, I admit, it's not as good as it could have been. The reason is that you can't see what's going on here, but you can if you look at the main video, right? So, I mean, it's... You know, it's you that's thick. It's not me that's thick. You know, Gareth, it's you that's been thick there, right? You can't see. So, you know, fuck off, right? I don't... See, what I realised, I used to answer people like him. I did it for a couple of weeks recently. And I got to the point where somebody wanted to have a fight with me. There was this guy, his name was Peter McKinley. He actually asked, he wanted me to come in. And I wasn't even talking to him. That was the worst of it. I was talking to somebody else. And for some reason he thought it was appropriate to invite me around for a fight. He wanted to have a fight. It was just great. And I thought, what the hell? What am I doing? These morons. So what I do now is I make a dynamic decision. Are you a moron or not? Right? You know, sometimes some of the comments are sort of in the middle of being a moron and not, or I might be getting it wrong, you know. This guy was going on about taxes. Right, never mind, right. Held for review. Right, so, right. No, okay, well, I'll approve this. Oh, what a fud. Booper, pot. This guy got stopped doing, oh, I don't know.
You should count yourself lucky the police did not arrest you for going 100 miles per hour, as they normally would, and did not cite you with a speeding violation. They may have determined you are simply a visitor to the UK and did not harm good. There you go, however, I won't float a second time. You're more likely to now on their system until you stop will have been documented.
What a fucking arsehole. But Booper Pot Pie 9634.
National speed limit is 70 miles per hour.
He's a fucking arsehole. Yes, cars are seen to be stopped not on ramps waiting for not to get on the highway. They start unsafe to float from a stop position and not to hinder floating. Count yourself lucky. Fuck off, you. I don't know whether to prove this or not. I'll prove it now. Get a grip of yourself. He didn't say whether he was in America or not. You know? Oh, right, are you ready for this? It's... What a talentless arsehole. Emerge Galg. What a talentless arsehole. Okay, I'm talentless. M. Erg Lugand. Scottish Digital. Scottish digital currency. Short video encouraging people to engage with Scotland's soon to be launched digital ID programme. Oh my god! What sort of a moron is this? Digital ID.
Hi everyone, I have something to read to you.
You are dumb as fuck. Is that what you're going to tell
I
us?
wanted to talk to you today about the Scottish Government's invitation to the public to an open meeting. And when I say invitation to the public, I mean the kind of invitation that comes with only a week's notice, absolutely no mainstream media fanfare, and is scheduled for a time when most people are either at work or collecting their children from school. So, given the government's overlooked effort to really engage the Scottish
Actually, no, she's
public
speaking a
on
lot of
this
sense.
very important
People to
issue,
attend the open meeting
I'm
where
making a
Scottish wanted to
direct
update you on the
plea
process
to
they
you
put to
that
give
you share
to go
this
live.
video, or at
Scotland's
least to
digital
paraphrase
identity
content
programme.
with
Digital
anyone that you know
identity
who is
programme.
Scottish, or anyone that you know who knows someone who is Scottish. Or you might just share it because unless I succeed in getting the Scottish people to pay attention to what's happening here, and I haven't given up hope of that, Scottish people are not stupid. They're the victims of an intentional covert effort to contrive and launch a system without their participation or consent. But if I can't get Scotland to pay attention, then you can look upon this video as an exercise in predictive programming regarding the digital ID soon to be rolled out in your very own country.
So when was this done?
Unless, of course, you're in India, where it has already been rolled out.
Digital
it's
ID.
Called the Aadhaar card.
November 23. No, sorry, she's actually. I think the only thing about this is she's too close to the. In my opinion, I think she's too close to the camera. It would be better if she's back a wee bit, but no, it's like. Okay, right. So that's just a video this guy's watched. I mean, that's really rude. Really rude. But well, I suppose I'm rude as well, so it serves me right, doesn't it? What a talentless arsehole. Can't even write properly. Right. Go. Hide user from the channel. Don't waste time with morons, right? No, that video he was watching. The government's doing all. The Scottish government. I think you need to be careful with your choice of words. You know, the people that live in Scotland, or Scottish. You don't want to go down that sort of racist rabbit hole that the Nats send us down all the time. When you're, because you're Scottish and you're special and all this sort of shit. And you're clearly not. It's just some fucking stupid country up in Western Europe, up there in the top part of the British Isles, And we're all getting done over by globalists. So the whole nationalist thing is just fucking pathetic. So what she's talking about is digital ID. I don't know what happened with that. I don't know if I tend to update you in the progress of to go live. So it's like all these things. It's the same with 20 miles per hour speed limits in the clean air zones. They have a consultation. They get three people to agree with them, and then do it. It's undemocratic. It's undemocratic. It wouldn't stand a chance under a referendum. If they did a referendum on the green thing, it would all get stopped. There'd only be like 7% of people would want it. But that video would actually be worth watching. I might watch that again. Right, okay, that's it. So we've sorted out the... there's a bit of an achievement going on before we go. Analytics. Right, the views went up a wee bit. They were quite low for a while, but... This video here went over 300,000. Oh, it's at 301,188. Still going strong. 23 views last. Right, it's maybe starting to slow down now. 301,888. So that's by far my top video. Still got people watching it. I don't want to watch it again. I'm sick of it. Right. So, you know, done a lot of shorts. I want to go out and do some more videoing, but I've got other stuff I need to think about at home. I mean, yeah, that video, that was the one that the guy said was total shite. You know, well, it's the same. It's not the same video, but it's a similar one from the same bit. It's got 1,072 views, but no, all these videos are relevant. You're looking at what's going on. If you don't have any imagination and you're just dumb and you just can't see things and you want to voice your opinion and be important, then you need to say something constructive. Saying somebody's an arsehole is not constructive, you know. I mean, that's just showing how dim you are, you know, that you can videos. So this is a video I thought was the most interesting. And the reason, where is it? I got the thumbnail off, I took a picture of the still, that's Falkirk. So is Falkirk a colossal shithole? Watch and find out. Now, the reason that I want people to watch this video is because it is, what's the word, an anachronism of what's happening.
Is this the bus station?
So there they are, they've shut the bus station, right? So the dumb fuckers there, right? Whoever's running Falkirk. That's the centre of Falkirk. The dumb fuck, I don't know who it is, who makes the decisions, the council. They should be ashamed of themselves. So this is an anachronism of what's happening to the bigger picture. So you despise motorists, you despise the motor car, you want to hinder and restrict the motor car, and that's the result. So if you watch that video, I've done that wrong, sorry.
Is this the bus station?
So
doesn't it feel like we're in some kind of, like,
you know, if you do that to a town and city, that's the result.
I like grim.
Right? It's desolate. Nobody gives a fuck.
I mean, look at that. Is that
barriers? Look at the
what's
barriers.
That,
What do they think? It's barriers. Barriers here, barriers there.
That's weird, isn't it?
Keep the cars out.
Why would you have
keep the motorists out?
Big. What the fuck's this for? I'm surprised that the NIMBYs have got up here. I mean, why are they not building bike lanes here? It's like,
I mean, yeah,
everyone's
there was
horrible.
very little.
Look at that sad thing.
Very
wrapped up
little.
in polythene.
Very little to actually see when I was in Falkirk. And that video lasted an hour and 10 minutes.
God, I think that building looks pretty good.
When you got funeral directors,
this is it. Is this the roundabout? This is a roundabout that we were talking about.
boarded up shops.
We've come here on a Sunday.
Too late and off, falling apart.
Is it safe to go under there?
Big car park there.
I mean, everything's. Look, I mean, I'm trying to be kind, right? But just about everywhere is either half shut, totally shut, falling apart, open looking crap.
You know, this is an anachronism of what's happening. So they've beat the globalists to it. And the councillors on the I don't know who it is, SNP, is it Tories? SNP and Tory councils? I don't know, no, sorry, I'm sounding quite ignorant here. I don't know who I think it's SNP. It might be Tory. Councillors, Conservative. They're all corrupt, and they've totally ruined that place. I know there's other factors, right? There is other factors, but so everything's about restricting the motorist. So people with cars have money, right? So you stop them from coming to your town, you're stopping money coming to your town. And cyclists don't have any money. So cyclists, it's obvious. If you've got a push bike, there's nowhere to put stuff, right? So you can't go shopping with a push bike. So you get cyclists are either people. So there's people who identify as cyclists, and there's people who just use bikes. The people who use bikes are ordinary, normal people, but they don't have any money. Now the ones that identify as cyclists have money. They'll be government workers. They'll work for the council. They'll be the sort of idiots that's caused all this, right? They are a small percentage of society. They're Greens, the Scottish Greens. In Scotland, you've got Scottish Greens. They don't spend money in communities because they are tossers, right? They go on their bikes with other gear and cycle around the place. They're anti-human and they're useless idiots, right? So that's what the change in the infrastructure is for them. It's not for normal people. So this is the result. You've got a town which was once... there's some amazing statues. So it doesn't matter which bit I click on this video. Right?
Like building or something, or is it just feeling a bit...
I can just randomly click on it, and it's misery.
I'm not going to heat on, it's going to stay out the window.
Shut in, misery. Look how miserable that is. It's a bingo hall. Fucking massive big bingo hall.
There's a bus.
So the only thing to do there is gamble.
It's a bloody camper van.
Is that all you get to do there?
It's a bingo. Doesn't it bingo look?
Now there's a Boar War, the statue of the Boar War.
Is this geezer?
James Macbeth
New
died.
Market Bar.
Boar War.
Yeah, be alright.
It could be related to me, I don't know.
Oh no, it's open. So what is it?
Look at that covered in moss, nobody gives a shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they come and knock that down. Oh, the plaque looks pretty good. You've got Wellington statue.
Step back.
Because Wellington, right, I found out a bit about it. Karen made the guns for the British Navy.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Let's go and have a look at this thing.
That's why Wellington would have stopped up in Falkirk.
Wow. Wellington.
The gun, I forget what it's called, but it was a special gun.
1769, died 1852.
So Karen.
Oh, look at that.
Industry in Karen made
the
the guns for the British Navy.
Incredible.
So Wellington probably come up. This is like stupid what I'm saying, but it's like, Wellington came up. Oh, you got the guns ready then? Aye, right. Can you get some more? So he's up, so the industry in Karen, which is just sort of like it's in Falkirk, isn't it? It's just down a bit. So you had to be the waterways. How did the transport stuff in them days? You used the waterways, the River Karen. There's a canal, isn't there? Goes right across from east to west. The River Forth to is it the Clyde? Probably. Right. Anyway, so Falkirk, what a shame. So that's why we need to stop the green agenda, because you're going to get more and more and more of that. You're going to get corporations, and so your Falkirk, you had KFC and Asda, Tesco. Tesco moved out and went to the outskirts, so that's where all the traffic is, out of Tesco. Corporations, and they're building a new council building, spending plenty of money on that. So you basically got the down and outs floating around Falkirk. Drug addiction, drug problems. Is dead, and that's as a result of the green agenda. That's what's happening. So you want to stop that. I don't understand it. I don't know how to stop it, but you can object it and do what I do and object it every single fucking chance you get. But voting, they're all into this. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll leave it at that. Let's go. Got 3927. It'd be great if you could watch that video. I think it's interesting, but who knows? How do I know? So that's the thumbnail there. That's the car park. And that's a bus station. So the buses are all, the buses are actually on the roads. That's where they stop. And how clever is that? So you had somewhere for the buses to go, and now you stopped them from doing that. So they're on the roads, causing traffic jams. How thick is that? So you want everybody to stop using cars, and people are not going to stop using cars. They're not. So it's had 65 views so far. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about wood burners with Johnny. Yeah, I mean, he's got a multi-fuel stove. I've just got a wood burner. I've not got it on now, you really notice it. It's not on. So it's all set. So I've no newspaper left, I've burnt it all, so this is quite grotty. I'm not even going to explain to you what that is. Work it out for yourself. That'll go. I'm thinking about going out first. I'll put it on when I come home. Right, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. End video now!